Oh my gosh, hi everybody. Um,
Hi.
Welcome back to second annual Grub Day. I'm A Press, joined here by somebody, but I'm not sure who.
I'm not gonna
Hmm.
tell you.
Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna be a mystery.
It remains a mystery.
um, but we've got a fun one coming up here. We have a who percent glitch set relay. So we'll be starting with all glitches, going to no main menu storage, and then ending it off with some no major glitches runs.
Yee.
Um, But you might be wondering, what is who percent? Because a normal thing to wonder. Um, Person who I'm not sure who you are, care to explain?
Yeah, you have to save the top Queen's Garden scrub. Makes perfect sense.
Oh, makes
There's
perfect
nothing more
sense.
to
And
it.
why
Yeah,
that
exactly.
grub?
Because no one knows who it is.
Because
And
nobody
we need
knows
to
who, of course,
yeah,
yeah.
we just want to find out who that grub is. So we just saved that grub.
Yeah. Hopefully once
It
we
makes
save them, we
perfect
can
sense.
ask them who they are, and it'll all make sense
Exactly.
then.
Yeah, exactly. But we need to save the grub a total of 6 times to get an answer. Because that's why we have like 3 different runners on 2 different teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
There's nothing more to it.
mhm.
Definitely not.
But yeah, it's gonna be a real fun time. We'll do our best to explain all of the glitches that'll be going on because there's gonna be a whole lot.
Really?
Um, Yippee.
Yeah, first we're gonna see the all glitches rule set, Blossom versus Cheeky here. There's one note, Cheeky is not cheating. Cheeky is allowed to run in debug because Clip is inconsistent on their PC, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I can see that decision and it's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
But that you're like wondering why the debug menu or like the mod thing in the top left is like visible. Cheeky did not
Yeah.
forget to switch.
Well, we'll get them started in a little bit here, but maybe we should just already start explaining glitches because immediately both of our owners are going to start doing main menu storage, which is a glitch where they're going to get two copies of the menu overlaid onto each other at once, and they're going to use this to do what we call God-honed main menu storage. So they're going to load into a God Seeker save file and then immediately load into another save file. And what this is going to do is it lets them take all of the starting equipment that the Godseeker save files give you, and move it on over to a regular save file, um, almost like a New Game Plus kind of thing.
Yeah. Team Cherry just decided to hide New Game Plus behind some like precise movement or like precise inputs
Yeah.
to create an extra challenge. Yeah, Blossom got the early control here with dash slash to skip the fall in KP and just immediately get to the transition to Howling Clips, which
And then they're
Cheeky
making
also.
sure to pick up some soul. They're going to come sit down on Mato bench, equip Sharp Shadow, and now they're going to be doing a glitch that we're calling Mato Clip, where they're going to load back into their save file, cast a spell with that soul that they got on the last before quitting out, to get control early, and then if you just use Sharp Shadow to dash out of the room, the game will, for whatever reason, you get no clip for a little bit when you're sitting on the bench, and by leaving at the right time, you just got to keep the no clip. So now we're just floating, flying, wee.
Whee! No clip movement is so fun. That's also really nice to watch, especially with like all this sharp shadow and dash master stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, I can't see the stream.
Oh,
What's that? Then I. Okay.
okay, go.
Uh, yeah, what Blossom did there, which I didn't see, was like, and what Shiki is doing right now, they want to get dash storage in the floor, so they just dash storage into the transition. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, just a whole lot of flying around. No clip movement is kind of weird. Um, there's a lot of like keeping track of your like resources, because you only have like one dash, one pogo, one wings, unless the game like thinks that you're on the ground. So there's a lot of just needing to know where you can find ground, where you can get those resources back.
Yeah. Like, I think Blossom might have soft locked. No,
No, they're
no,
good.
they didn't. They're just too different.
There's so
I thought.
much wall in the floor. But very quickly, yeah, they just go through Green Path, go through into Queen's Gardens, and they've saved the grub just like
Yeah,
that.
GG. That's a
Yippee, GG's.
pretty fast run. Only
Yeah,
like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes long, which is like the reality of all glitches, because all glitches makes the game really, really fast.
yeah.
Also, Blossom told me that they wanted to save the other grub as well, because it's grub day.
Yeah, they're
I think they're
trying to go
trying.
back for the other grub. Oh no.
No, Blossom.
Um, it's a little bit rude to get out of the spikes here.
I have to say
Um,
that that room sucks. Like,
okay, there they go.
exa let's go. Like, whatever you do, that room is just like bad in NMG and NMS and in all glitches.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah, I just
Um,
want to chime in and say real quick, if you like want to see more grubs and more glitches, there's gonna be an all grubs all glitches race later on.
Maybe
yippee.
that also
Great.
is gonna be a pretty cool one, I am sure. Because all
Yeah,
glitches is a great category. It looks so cool to watch.
true. If you
There's
want to
so
see
much.
more no clip movement, that category is filled with it.
Also, there's a grub invasion happening on the screen. Damn, so many grubbies. Hi grubs.
Hi, Grubs.
Hi grubs.
How's it grubbing? What you up to?
No, they're leaving. No,
No, I miss
grubby.
the Grubs.
Yeah, that was the ER glitches one. The next one we are gonna see will probably be the NMS one, I suppose.
Yeah, and this one we're going to be seeing two very different things on our screen because FF and Mimi run different routes for this. You'll see Mimi is going to be playing on version 1028, whereas FF plays on, I think it's 1315, is that right? I know it's some 1.3 patch.
315, yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's playing on that patch.
So we'll do our best to try and explain the things that are going on, but it's going to be moving real fast.
Yeah. This one is like
Um,
estimated to be like between 5 and 6 minutes in-game time. Like I think Mimi and MF got like several 530s in practice. So I think that's
Yippee.
what we're looking for here. NMS is the
Yeah.
category or like the rule set I know the least of, so this will be interesting for me as well.
Yeah, so without being able to do main menu storage, it really does limit the glitches you're allowed to do. You can't just like start with everything. So you can't like go do Monto clip. You couldn't use the like God home bench to get yourself no clip that way. So you just need to use very different tools. Um, so
Exactly.
we'll see some different things from both of them. We don't pick up any kind of like movement really. Instead on like Mimi's side, we're going to be doing things with float. Um, Actually, FF does get no clip, but gets no clip a different way. That we'll try and explain when we get there. It's very silly.
Well, I do be silly a lot of times.
Yeah.
Can do so much silly stuff in Hollow Knight. There's so many, like, if you don't like NMG, just do some glitches and you still will have fun.
Yeah.
It's such a great way to enjoy the game as well.
It's a great time. The game is broken in all the best ways.
Exactly. It's like not broken in like a bad way. It's only broken in good ways.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're an NMG runner and get landed. That's annoying.
But also skill issue. Just don't land in the corner. Come on.
Yeah, okay, I
You
can
should
see
know
that.
this.
There's a wait. Is that
Oh,
important buttons are being pressed?
being
Good
ad
check.
braked apparently.
Oh, it's an ad break. I was like, what was I not prepared for here?
looks
One
like.
has been pressed. Yeah, I think we're setting up the timers still, because the timers are still the ones from Blossom and
Yeah.
Tiki.
Yeah, so Team A, a little bit of a lead here. But I mean, with each run only getting longer, plenty of time for comebacks.
That's true. Also, like there will be a lot of time in a time save in the NMG run, because the NMG run is a really hard one, and like the route is pretty punishing.
All right, but here they go. They're getting going. We're
Maybe
starting
playing
off
it.
with the classic KP people arrive. These are gonna look like pretty normal King's passes. Um, they're able to get early control in this like drop here, but not gonna be able to really skip it. One thing to keep track of. FF's going to be grabbing some Geo Rocks in here because he needs the money to buy a map. Getting a map gives access to a lot of the glitches that you use in NMMS. On Mimi's
Why?
then playing on 1028, you just start with the the Dirtmouth map, I'm pretty sure. So they're going to be doing a whole lot of things with quick map that you shouldn't be allowed to do, but you are.
Yeah, you can implement the super slide here if you really want to do it, which is a really cool glitch, but also hard to pull off. So
Yeah, it's frame perfect. You pause when killing an enemy on the same frame, and the game you just keep the knockback from hitting the enemy, and you just fly.
perfectly normal thing to occur. Also, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you just go Wii, and it's pretty cool. FF picking up some Geo here to buy a map, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing you need to get. Like in 1315, your first action is after collecting some Geo to get the map from Cornifa, to be able to perform like glitches with it.
I love glitches.
I also love glitches.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and I think I'll start explaining what's going to be going on for Mimi here because it'll come up soon and be really confusing. Mimi is going to be setting up um, a room dupe pretty soon. Essentially, the way that it's going to work is using that quick map to get control during the transition. You can kind of just enter the transition twice and make the game load in like two versions of the room. And that's gonna let her do all kinds of silly things, like going and picking up VS. Um, we'll see this a few times here. Mimi is doing a storage out of bounds, where again, opening your map during the transition, you get control early. Yeah, so they use that hazard respawn to give them control during the load so they can enter the load twice, and now they've done a room dupe. So get ready for black magic to happen.
Yeah, for like the soups, you just fall out of the transition. Like while being in the transition, you just fall out of bounds and enter the transition that is below the transition you entered. Basically, I guess that's what it is, right? That you just fall into the other transition.
But FF now was able to buy the map and then they quit out, use that map in order to get bench storage in Dirtmouth. And now bench storage is going to let them do some of the similar things that Mimi is doing. Now they can open their map in transitions to get transition storage and to do out of bounds stuff. And they're going to use that out of bounds to skip into Fungal. But yeah, don't ask me about specifics for the room dupe routing that Mimi is doing. But they essentially use it to skip False Night and get into A-Mount early. They then inventory drop onto VS to keep control. So then they can just leave without needing to actually go through all the mound.
Imagine being someone who watches like Hollow Knight speedruns for the first time and then they see this. This is so funny.
Right? Mimi has now set up a glitch called Float. Using that VS, Float essentially like you're able to just jump and keep going up. You just go up.
Just go up. Yeah, FF on his way to Queen Station right now. that's why he also picked up. Wait, no, that's not. No, that's why he picked up a little bit of Geo because FF wants to open the stack.
Yep, and picking up the Geo from the Shroomal Ogres here too.
Exactly. It's pretty cool how like I really like the difference between those two routes, like on different
Yeah,
patches. Like they're
it's
so
really
different
cool.
from each other, and like so many different glitches as well that got like
Yeah,
eventually patched out or accidentally patched in by
right.
Team Spirit.
No, you can really just like see a difference with everything they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and start explaining. FF here is going to be doing what we call a stag clip, which is another way to get no clip using a stag. Like we said earlier, being on a bench gives you no clip for some part of it. So if you're able to like interrupt and leave the room, or basically deload the bench, unload the bench while you're sitting on it at the right time, you get to keep no clip. Um, and so FF's going to do that by dying while sitting on the bench. And so to do that, they need to set up a room dupe also. And the way they do that on this patch is by using a stag. If you leave the room at the right time while going on a stag, you get 2 rooms. And so now they're going to die and stag so they can sit on the bench and get no clip.
This is so
And
silly.
things are very silly now.
This is so silly. Just sliding out of the room while being in the sitting
Yeah.
animation.
Meanwhile, Mimi is doing using similar to doing the other storage out of bounds, just to get control outside of rooms and go around. In the room after this next one, they're going to be doing some more out of bounds stuff. On 1028, there's like a big piece of floor way underneath the level, and so they're going to get float, hit an out of bounds slope to send them down. Um, Onto that bit of floor and then use it to skip this whole room. It won't look like anything's going on, but that's just because they're way underneath the level with float. Meanwhile, FF is doing silly things with no clip and room dupes. The routing for this is really interesting. They don't have anything that lets them move down, which means we maybe had a soft lock. I kind of missed what was happening um on FF stream, so maybe have to reset there. But there's silly routing where because you can't go down and there's some transitions where you need to go down, you use the like second room that's loaded um in order to use the transition like from where the stag is, to essentially like reset your height. But we have Mimi here using float but needs to get airwalk, so those falling platforms when they fall down give you airwalk, which lets her just go up.
Just go up. Airwalk is like a very silly state you can be in.
Yeah.
Okay, Mimi finished. I don't know exactly what her time was. I think it was like around 6 minutes. Wait.
Yeah, because I think it was like around 1:30 for the AG time, so around
Yeah,
6
okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little unlucky with setting up the airwalk. The spiny husk can just hit you with its spikes, and it's just RNG. Yippee.
Maybe RNG. We love RNG. What is F? I don't know what FF is doing. If FF just gave up on the run, or if FF is loading in, and I don't know if he like can try to recover this, or if it's like not worth it.
So what happened? Is FF's game crashed?
Oh, was it crash? No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's so rude.
That is very rude. Like the game crashes in a tournament or like in a race. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's so rude.
But it looks like okay, they're gonna try to reset up the dupe.
Let's go.
Yippee. But yeah, the room dupe with the no clip movement is really silly. Another thing you might know about no clip movement if you've seen anything before, is that you're not allowed to go through upwards transitions. Because when you go through an upwards transition, the game doesn't give you control back until you land on the ground, and that never happens when you have no clip. Um, so usually you just aren't allowed to go through upwards transitions, which is a problem here because to get from Queen Stations to the QG Grub, there are upwards transitions in the way. So what FF is going to do is go through upwards transitions and then stag, and then loading into the second room with the stag gives you control back. So they can cheat their way through upwards transitions, which is very silly.
Yeah, if you go to upwards positions, you just never stop floating upwards, essentially. Which looks really silly. That's why you want to avoid it as a glitched runner. I don't know where FF games crashed. I think we're gonna start the timer at the point where FF games crashed. Which is somewhere around here.
Mhm. But yeah, it's just the magic of no clip and room dupes. Like, what is even going on?
Yeah. I think if you don't play it yourself, it's hard to like see what the runner is doing, or if you don't watch the hitboxes, because like a lot of stuff is overlapping, and usually if you know where the hitboxes are, you can understand it a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, and because of so much what you're doing is hidden or obscured. Like I know FF uses a metronome,
Yeah, that's true.
in order to know what the timing is when he's supposed to press buttons.
I saw like I think the Elden Ring, like the fastest glitch rule set in Elden Ring also uses a metronome, but I'm not sure. But I
Mhm.
watched that. It was so funny, like people using a metronome.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there we go. GGFF. A great
GGFF.
recovery after that crash.
I think the run was really good, like really clean. Just
Yeah.
like an unfortunate incident that the game crashed in the middle of the run for the first time ever. The game
Thanks,
just
Hollow
didn't.
Knight.
The
Oops.
game just didn't like having like 5 rooms on top of each other. Probably.
What? I don't know why it wouldn't.
I think
Although
that's
I'm
C.
pretty sure they only have one other room loaded, I think. I think it's just 2 rooms.
I actually don't really know.
I'm pretty sure it's only 2 rooms.
Yeah, GG to both of the runners. We
Yeah,
have
super
like
well played.
yeah, exactly. We have like a slight lead for Team B because FF run was probably a little bit faster than Mimi's. I don't know. I think Mimi told me that her route has a little bit more potential than the route FF is doing, but it's hard to use
Mhm.
that potential in the race, as far as I
Yeah.
remember it. I don't really know what will change in that.
I mean, there's stuff
Exactly.
like going for the super slide,
Yeah,
um,
exactly. Some stuff like that.
that saves a good chunk of time, but is just hard to get, so you don't really want to go for it in a race setting. Um, Mimi also getting pretty unlucky in this last room here.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Getting hit by the spiny husk, and then just annoying to recover. You need to hit a slope to go back down, get to that other platform. Um, I know Mimi also said in some of the room dupes, there's like one transition that's just RNG if it puts you in the right one or not. Because the load zones are basically just like overlapped on each other.
Yeah, there are some like in several glitch categories. Some dupe transitions are just RNG loads, which is kind of annoying at times.
Yeah.
You need to retry it and stuff. Yeah, we have like a pretty close relay race so far. I think next up will be, or I don't think, I know next up will be the NMG race between Jasmine and Sly, who
Yeah.
is running today instead of Timber because Timber sadly had internet issues.
Mhm.
Sly also holds the world record right now for the who percent NMG time with a
Ooh.
1901. I think she wanted to go for an 18, and she had several 18 paces. And Jasmine also has a 19. So this is pretty close. I don't know why Jasmine's timer is at 7 hours.
Oops, that's not quite. Hmm.
Damn, I didn't know Jasmine had a 7-hour KP. That's I don't wait what happened.
Looks like they just need to shift over the start time a little bit.
Yeah, we will fix that soon. Oh yeah, if
But
if
yeah,
Sly would get an 18 in a race, that would be so sick.
true. But yeah, thankfully with an NMG run, I'm glad for commentating. It's a little bit easier to talk about everything that's going on before it's already happened.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty interested in how this run will turn out because I like there's so much stuff in this NMG. It's like not a usual NMG road. Like there was a C dash route before this route
Mhm.
was created where you just like essentially did miler percent with the QGA extension and then went to the grub. Which is like it was quite fun to run, but it also is like pretty similar to most meme categories. And
Yeah.
then people in the Discord cooked up a route where they just like get claw and after that get trampas, get to basin with trampas and pick up wings using the slope ball, and then do dark deepness to get the grub, which is a pretty cool route, I would say. Which has like, and also there's like a very hard skip right at the end of the run.
Yeah.
You just like need to perform a wings into 3 fireball skip.
No, it's really, I mean, I think that's just like the reason why this category kind of works across all these rule sets and is still fun is just the challenge of getting into Queen's Gardens and then actually getting to where the grub is. Like, you
Yeah.
kind of need a lot to do that. And
Yeah.
so it's fun seeing these speed runs just like, what are the different ways that we can get around eating things?
Exactly.
Um, and it's cool seeing all the different solutions we see. You know, it's sometimes it's no clip, sometimes it's you use float and airwalk, sometimes it's wings and a awful fireball skip.
Yeah. It's there's so much stuff that you can do with this game. It's so fun.
It's great.
I think this shows it off really well. Or like this the grub day in general does, because we also have like a lot of rando stuff, and we will have an elegy random grub order, which I'm pretty hyped about because I think that's a really cool way to play the game. I
Heck yeah.
really enjoy watching that one, for example. So yeah, I think that's the one that's next up, by the way. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty. I don't I remember it. I think.
Yeah, I love runs like random grub mortar and like Salubra's blessing random charm order, where you just have to do the routing on the fly. It's really interesting, fun
Yeah.
to watch. But yeah, we have some classic NMG stuff going on here. We're going to be making our way to VS. Jasmine getting the inventory drop in the Gruzzer room, but getting hit by the Gruzzers. Sly not getting the inventory drop, and it's all the same.
Yeah, they're so synced for the whole time. Look at this.
Yeah,
That's funny.
no geosync though.
Bad.
Would be too perfect. Oh, this room is like perfectly in sync. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's so good. That's so good. Oh my god.
Surely we will keep this going.
I think Sly has a little bit longer loads than Jasmine has, but I'm not so sure.
Frick.
Let's see. Let's see the next load. Yes, but
Yeah,
that it's
just
like
like
not.
barely.
Yeah, barely.
Okay, they both get the statue pogo. Huge.
Let's go. Run
They're
is not
keeping
dead.
this sync going for so long. Yes. False Knight, please behave. Give them the same RNG.
That would be so funny. Yeah, we're gonna see False Knight like we do in every NMG run. We're not. This category is essentially faster if you don't get Eyebalder, because getting through Deepness and then to Queen's Gardens is faster than picking up C dash and doing QGA. So
Yeah.
Eyebalder is like for a lot of new categories, Eyebalder turned out to be optimal. For this one, Eyebalder is not optimal. Or it would be optimal on 1-2-1, but this is latest patch, so it's not a good Eyebalder run.
Yeah, right. Because like slow ball is the real reason why we want fireball.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so much faster to get there with wings. And also, like, we want Fireball for the last skip, because without Fireball, you need
Yeah,
C dash
right.
to pick up.
Which again, I feel like we should continue to hype up. Like that last skip is so brutal. Like I've had to do it in
Yeah.
a rando before, and it takes so long.
I think,
Or it
though.
took me so long to
Sorry.
get.
Yeah, it is so hard. I never got it. I mean, I didn't try a lot, but I never got it.
Mhm.
You just need to, like, learn a lot. We just still synced. We just picked up VS
Go.
at the same sec. This
Yeah,
looks
come
so
on, Balders, don't ruin us. I believe. But yeah, we'll be continuing the classic any percent route up until getting claw, and that's kind of where things will diverge.
Yes. Baidu. First spit. Oh,
First
let's
pitch for both.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, Sly a little bit ahead, but Sly's got the slower load, so the sync will
Yeah.
return.
Oh, true. Not quite. A little bit too far ahead, but it will maybe like balance out again.
By the time we get to like waterfall bench, I believe we'll be back surely.
Unless the Balu does some shenanigans.
Yeah.
I hope not. Jasmine
And then
missed.
of course playing on latest patch, I'm gonna need to do that extra soul collection in that room because you can't do the funny Balder quick kill here.
No, Baldus.
No, first
It's fine.
spit
It's
for
fine.
Sly, second for Jasmine. Oh, but Jasmine gets the extra one. Can
Oh,
they do the
Jasmine
fireball
did-
skip?
I think she will try it.
No!
No, no,
Ah,
Jasmine.
she was so close there.
This is unlucky. I don't know if I'm like if I'm just like that is a feeling, but I feel the one fireball skips a little bit easier on 1-2-1 than on the latest patch. But that might just be me coping.
I'm
It's
not
just
sure
a
if there is
feeling.
anything changed about it, but I mean, 1-2-2-1 just gets to do it a lot more, so it might just feel like they just get more practice at it than latest patch runners do.
Yeah, but no, it's just my own experience. Not that I watched people, but when I play
Okay, yeah.
1-2-1, it just felt easier. But I don't know why.
But we've got plenty more fireball skips to do here. I'm expecting these runners probably have really great turnarounds, considering the skip at the end. So,
Yeah,
I'm thinking we'll see a lot of these
this
get
is
nailed.
this is a fireball skip category.
Yeah.
Like there's so many fireball skips and air stalls and stuff.
Yeah,
Both
look
getting
at
the
him go.
green path one here, as expected. Oh, Jasmine almost fell there. That was...
Yeah, glad they didn't. Oh, nice. We get to see the right side Moss Knight from Sly there. Some meme categories get to do that when you don't need to pick up the Geo. Fun little optimization.
Yeah, you could have done that in Grub Song percent as well, because you don't need Geo there, but no one did it as far as I know. It's like if you're used to the left side one, it's a little bit hard to switch just
Yeah.
without getting a little bit of practice, but essentially it's optimal. Oh, I thought Jasmine almost hit the bench liking.
Just baiting Zote.
Hating Zoe. To say, I'm gonna save it. Ah, I decided differently.
You thought.
No. Gotcha. Oh, we raised almost 2K. That's so much
That's
money. Damn.
crazy.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
everyone
everyone.
who's
Yeah,
donated.
thank you for everyone. And thank you everyone who's donated.
Yeah, like we just instantly were hitting all of the donation incentives, which is really exciting.
I don't know when I like I don't want to go to sleep because a lot of stuff is like happening when I'm asleep. Oh, got upside down hornet. Let's go.
Well, you love to see it.
It's so funny. I loved it. The Gusten.
Augustin.
Yeah, I think Sly is like 10 seconds ahead of Jasmine here at that point. I'm not so. Wait, no. 20. Wait. Yeah, Sly is a lot. Wait. Did Jasmine have an
Yeah, I mean they
instant?
started with like around a 10-12 second lead, I think, and I think I've saved around 12 seconds over Jasmine
Oh,
so
okay,
far.
okay. Okay, I see.
Which a lot of that coming from I guess just kind of like the Balder, right? Was there too much else that was different? I think they had a little bit of a nicer Hornet fight.
Yeah, I think some Green Pass stuff was like a little bit cleaner from Sly,
Yeah,
but
they got the right side Moss Knight kill, saved some time.
I think Jasmine's VS pickup was a little bit later, and then it was like Baldo
Mhm.
stuff and the missed fireball skip. Because like collecting the soul loses time if you don't get the fireball skip, you just lose time
Yeah, right.
doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
Sly taking
Heartful.
a dunk though. Yeah, Jasmine not quite able to get that inventory drop in the first fungal room. It's always a
It's a
shame. It
hard
feels so
one.
good to get that one.
Yeah, it is cool, but I think it's a harder one also because you if you miss it, you just get hit by
You
the
just get hit, yeah.
I don't know how these enemies are called, the balloon
Fungoons, I think, right?
Fungoons. Yeah, Fungoons, true.
Look at that. Hollow Knight speedrunners know things about the video game. Crazy.
No way. That's
Like gonna be setting
impossible.
up an Epogo here.
Yeah.
They get the one fireball, but not quite enough height to get there. So they're gonna farm some soul, go for it again. Jasmine got it right away, so that's gonna save them some time. Okay, Sly is
I
struggling a little bit with this recovery. The Sporg exploded itself. No.
no.
um, Thankfully they reload. They come back on room entry. Jasmine now having a little bit of trouble with the Mantis Pogo. Gonna come get this back up. Thank you, Mantis Youth, for that hit.
Man, the damage tank strat
Actually, Mantis Youth being helpful, never before seen.
is a pretty rare thing to occur. Exactly. Sly getting
Okay, but
it evened out again. Missed Mantis
yeah.
Pogo and missed E Pogo. Also, Jasmine is quite low on HP. Oh my god, they gathered up there. No, the Mantis you there.
Like we said, the one time that a Mantis Youth will ever be helpful, it's gone now.
Yeah, I hope Jasmine heals one when opening the door. I think I'm always scared of deepness stuff because deepness is like
Yeah.
not. It's hard to avoid hidden deepness sometimes or getting hidden deepness
Okay,
sometimes.
they will heal one.
That's fair.
But yeah, unlike any percent run, rather than quitting out, we're going to be going to Deep Nest. Because like Joni said earlier, we need to pick up Tram Pass.
Exactly. That's our way into Basin to pick up the one movement spell we need apart from Dash and Claw, which is Wings. Because you need either Wings or Sea Dash to get the grub in the end. And to get to Queen's Gardens, I think also. Unless you play rando and find Shakelock.
True. Simply find QG Stag. Why didn't they think of that?
Ooh, they just sort of gambled for QG Stag.
Yeah.
2% world record in 5 minutes and 20.
Okay, Jasmine going for
Oh,
the damage tanks. Um,
scary.
okay. They don't have any problems with it, but it's still always scary to see when they have no health. And
Getting
nice,
the
getting the
inventory
inventory drop.
It's pretty cool. 55 on the bench for her. I don't know how it will look for Sly. Probably a little bit faster still. But
Not
not
getting the inventory drop.
That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, Sly is like 8 seconds ahead.
So being able to keep that lead that Sly got going into it. Helping out. We get to see a little just sneak preview of Darkness movement here, heading up to Tram Pass. We're gonna get a lot more of that later.
Darkness is cool. I think it's pretty cool if you can do Darkness without Lantern and the people are able to pull it off. Now we see some light again on Jasmine's screen, as she is pretty close to Tram Pass. I like the movement in this room. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like. Do they go for this fun? Okay, there's like a right side climb strat where you then pogo off the shrimp. In this room, that I'm trying to remember what meme category did we all learn that for a while back.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't around.
It must have been like a GPZ percent is probably what we were doing. It's a classic.
The GPC percent. Let's go. Oh, you need to save Zod and Deepness for that, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fun seeing this category and like this route that people do, compared to like what Zode present and like GPZ used to be, which is very similar routes, but needed to go up and get a nail upgrade in order to do the shade skip to get to wings. But now with slope ball, it's so much quicker to just pick up the wings.
Yeah, the nail upgrade turns makes the shade more tankier, right? So you need 3 hits instead of 2 to kill it.
Well,
Okay.
it was because you need a fireball to aggro to activate the shade.
Oh, okay.
So you needed to have enough health to live a fireball.
I see. Yes, Slowball made a lot of skips easier. Also, like, you need to change the FPS for Slowball, which Jasmine did there, and Sly is doing as well. I think it's the best if you do it with 50 FPS because it's the easiest. I think it's possible on other FPS values, but it's like
it just becomes RNG whether or not you get it. But it's actually consistent at low FPS.
No, Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine not quite getting it. They didn't
Sly
come
also.
in with souls. Sly came in with backup soul, but missed it twice.
Yeah, that is where the category really becomes harder and harder. Like all those. Oh no, Jasmine.
Yeah, we got to see the different kind of fireball skip over here. And this one is pretty tough. Like there are some nice setups for it.
Jasmine got it. Let's go.
There we go. Yeah, it's precise to get the slope, and then dashing the wrong way there feels so bad. But it's so easy to do.
Yeah. That's also some Hollow Knight jank sometimes, I feel.
But it's like there's just so many things that can go wrong with this game. It's like you don't get the slope ball, you can dash the wrong way, you can not get enough height and not get the wall cling. Like you really need a lot to go right.
Oh, Jasmine is low.
Okay.
That's so scary, Jasmine. Don't do that. Don't die.
Okay, I'm gonna do some healing, which I appreciate.
Sly.
Sly's still having trouble. No.
Oh,
Jasmine.
No! Jasmine, no!
That is really rough.
That is really rough, yeah.
Because that's a long way back. I mean, give Sly some time to try and come back with getting this slope ball. Yeah, they're just struggling with getting it to actually slope. It's just like so difficult to actually set this up when you need to keep pogoing on the spikes.
Yeah, it's a very hard one. It's also the one you do in the Eastmas route for LP, like the any percent. And it's a hard skip.
Yeah. And then even just like
time to read a couple of donations.
Oh yeah, you can. Go for it, Aggie.
Sly got it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. GG Sly. We have $24 from Art. Relay High. Me mama. Me mama.
Me mama.
Okay, thankfully Sly's gonna be healing here too.
Without
Please
C
don't give
dash,
us another Maulerk
just,
incident.
oh no. Without C dash, those Morlocks are way harder.
Yeah.
Also. Oh no, Sly.
Ah.
This
Oh, Sly.
this is way too intense. Oh, Jasmine got it
Yeah.
first try.
Oh,
Let's go. Sly. Oh,
Sly, please, please, please.
oh my god, this is.
Oh
Oh
my
my,
gosh, why is this so tense? God, please.
this is actually so tense. Also, Jasmine is almost back on at the point where she died. Just needs to
Sly
pick up
getting
the pace.
the trans dash.
Let's go. Oh
Yeah,
my
Jasmine,
god,
please.
Jasmine.
Oh my god, these Maulerks are so bad.
Oh, Jasmine, no!
No, 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 no!
No!
Jasmine.
That's so
Oh my
that's
gosh.
so unfair.
They're just getting so
No,
bullied by these Maulerks.
yeah, that's no.
And they're just so rude because like even if you want to heal off them, it's not even safe to do that. You just suffer.
Sly also.
Okay, but Sly, please.
This is like the thing is this is not even like it's not even that this is the hard part and then the run is over. We
Yeah,
also
right.
have
There's still so much
Dark
more to
Beacons
go.
and the
Oh my
cute
gosh, Sly.
and the QG arena and all this stuff. That's oh
Sly,
Sly.
please. Sly,
Sly.
Sly. Oh my
Sly.
gosh.
Oh my god.
They're making this so terrifying.
No.
No, Sly. Oh my gosh, no.
No.
Did he get the shortcut open? I wasn't paying
No,
attention to that.
I don't think she did.
Okay.
I can confirm that Sly did not open the shortcut.
Okay. Well, I mean, both the runners
I can-
don't know this, but it's a much closer race than
Yeah.
they probably would guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is pretty close. No, it's not. Oh wait,
Ugh.
it's also okay. It's fine. It's fine. I just saw a hit and I was like, no, not again. I'm
Not again,
traumatized.
please.
Jasmine, get
While,
it.
Okay.
while the runners are getting back
Let's go.
to Broken Vessel, we have $100 from Pika Grub.
Oh, thank you, Pika Grub.
And
Pika.
yippee, hey mama,
Yippee.
and they say Happy Pride, hey mama,
Happy
mama,
Pride.
yippee.
Yippee. Meow.
Yippee.
Yeah, and we have $20 from Sev. Says love the grub. Grubs love the ACLU. Yippee.
It's true.
Yippee.
And yeah, we love the grubs and we love the ACLU. Yippee!
It-
And we have $25 from Cheeky, who says colon 3. Yippee!
Oh, column
Hey, mama.
3.
Bottom 3. Yes, let's go. Yeah, Jasmine arrived at Broken Vessel right now. For the
Getting
first
the
time.
trans dash.
Let's go.
Not gonna open the shortcut.
Jasmine.
But it's gonna be
Jasmine is very
fine.
confident in her
They're gonna
skills.
heal. They get to full health. Fly gets the soap ball again. Okay, we're so back. Come on.
We're back. We're back. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're right, Birdie. It's a ploy just to see more of the trans dash.
Ooh. Broken Vessel without like D-Dark can be very scary. Oh my
Yeah,
god, the balloon.
and you're really trying to take advantage of these dashes to get doubles when you can.
Oh my god.
But then during this like headbang phase, like you want to be using VS, get this damage, but it's not super safe to do. But Jasmine's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Jasmine also. Oh my, that's such a
gets
stupid
jumped
jump.
on.
But dodge.
Okay.
Let's
But
go.
they're through
We
it,
have a Broken
yes.
Vessel down.
Okay, but slide down to 1 health.
I know.
Slide, please. Okay, yes, do the pogos. The pogos are safe when you're at 1 health. I believe in that.
hope.
Able to get a heal in. Another
Oh, nice.
headbang. They stagger out of it. I don't know if that's good or not.
I would have healed in that in the stagger.
They keep getting the staggers out of headbangs, which probably isn't what they want. They're kind of good for doing damage.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, they can't. They're through.
I'm so
Oh.
relieved right now.
Please let us be done. Let us be done with the wing split. Get us out of here.
That's pretty sure comes up.
Nobody's ever been this relieved to enter Dark Nest before.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Okay, also
But yeah.
Sly also picked up wings.
Let's go.
Okay, we only have to do Darkness, do the pogo into. Wait, do we need to do pogo into Queen's Guns? I don't think so. I think we have wings. Then do QT Arena, which is surely a very easy arena. Nothing could happen.
Yeah,
Go
definitely.
wrong in
With just
QT Arena.
VS, yeah.
And then we
what
have
could you want?
the Queen's Gardens top grub room. That also is like. Surely there
The
will
final
nothing.
boss, yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Oh, Jasmine
Oh
missing
wait,
the
what is this transition over here? I didn't know about this one.
Is a trans dash that I think
Wait,
that was
what? I need to
in
learn. I need to learn that for Rando. What the heck?
I think it could be pretty useful in random, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before. Okay, but Jasmine is making quick work of these dark rooms. This is our last one here, so gonna be
Nice.
into QG.
Yeah, Jasmine got so good at Darkness.
Oh, look at these insta wings
wing.
coming
Oh,
out
the
from
insta wing,
Jasmine.
damn!
Oh my gosh, we are gaming out here.
That looked so cool. Jasmine she was
So
just like
nice.
standing still for a second and locked in and then did these insta wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting the bench is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which it's 120, right? Sly has enough to get it too.
It's 150, I think.
Is
I'm
it
not
150?
sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Sly also
Okay,
will.
Sly's not getting it, but hopefully going to heal.
Yeah, at least two. They should at least heal two. Like another one, because this is a scary arena.
Yeah.
Not getting the double there is so rude. Oh, getting hit now. Don't scare me, Aspen.
Okay,
I don't know.
Pogo's on the Petra is good. Getting that nice nail cancel to finish it.
It looks like a pretty clean arena from Jasmine here.
Yeah. It's like getting a little bit bullied by this Petra. Tried to get up on top of it, but got frisbeed. Okay, I'm gonna heal before this next wave. It sucks this arena, like, healing doesn't even feel safer necessarily because not being able to just kill things as they spawn is also scary.
Yeah, and also like you don't have a lot of time to heal. Because
Yeah.
like they're spawning and spawning and spawning and keep spawning.
Okay, but they're both through with the arenas now.
These heal slipe. Okay.
And coming up pretty close to this final skip here for Jasmine. Sly not too far behind. I think this puts Jasmine just a little bit in the lead.
Yeah.
So it's really just gonna come down to can they get the final skip?
Yeah. No way to heal here. Because
They need all this soul.
no.
Okay, not getting that turnaround. It's a bad place to be. One
Sly's
health
also
and no soul.
don't Sly.
Oh my god. Okay, a
Oh
little
my-
bit better place to be for Sly, but not that much better.
Jasmine should heal one.
No, Desmond's just going for it. Oh my god.
Jasmine, please. No! But Jasmine has the bench at least.
They have the
Jasmine
bench
has-
at least, yeah, which Sly doesn't.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
but Sly in the same spot. They're gonna heal 1
That's
and
reasonable.
then get Soul off of the Moss Fly. And now they can make an attempt at it. Oh, and they
Nice,
get
just
it,
go.
yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
GG.
GG, Sly. Oh, it's a crazy race. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's nice.
Oh. But Jasmine will be making her way back over there. Gonna try to finish this up, and I believe.
Yeah, she got this.
This is insane.
Same race, yeah. Like also, it's like usually when there's a death happening in a race, it's just like, oh, it feels kind of over, but like this race wasn't far from over after the first
No.
death. It's just pure entertainment. You got this, Jasmine. I believe in you. No! Like
Oh.
comes cursed.
Okay. Come on, Petras, behave, please.
Did it?
Okay, they get their shade. Gonna get soul from the spiky husk. And then 1 hit from the moss fly, and we're good. We're in there.
Now we
I
first try this
believe.
one. Nice. No.
They're just not getting these turnarounds.
It's
No.
such a hard. This is such a hard skip though. Like it needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jasmine gave up, or if Jasmine is gonna. It looks like Jasmine is finished here,
Yeah,
which
which
is
that's fair.
reasonable. It's very fair, yeah.
These fireball skips are just rough, and I mean everything else in this run is brutal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But they put on a great showing. Everyone should be really proud of this.
Yeah, this was so good.
But we'll see if we're able to pull people in for some interviews. I don't think we have too much time for it, but hopefully enough to bring people in real quick.
Yeah, we'll do some short interviews.
Yippee.
Okay. Wait, who all joining? Hi, Ode.
All right. Surprise. Well, welcome
Yeah,
on in, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, it was the secret seventh.
What a run.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. GG's,
That
That was
everybody.
so tense.
It was
Best
such a
run
good
of my
one.
life.
This was such a good one. GG.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
Grubs.
you,
GG.
Fly and FF, for making up for whatever happened in my run.
I don't think anything could have made up for what happened.
You did.
Oh no.
It was so good. I don't know. It was so funny. FF's game crashing is also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
this
you know,
entire thing was
everything.
so-
It never
Yeah.
happened before. It's the first time, like ever, I my game crashed like that during a dupe. Like it's not the first dupe category I played, and I practiced quite a lot of this category, and it's the first time ever I see the game crashing like that.
That's unfortunate.
This
Yeah, we
run
had-
was so cursed.
We had such a great time on calls. I hope you had. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. If I can say you exactly had a great time in NMG, but it was great to watch at least.
it was something.
It was so good.
cursed. Oh my
It
god.
was so good.
It went so badly for
No, okay,
both of you, but it was like equally bad. So it was
Yeah.
fine.
It was like close till the end. Like it was like there was not. It was not like there's a death and run is over. No, it was like close till the end. It was so good.
Yeah.
I died to Broken Vessel and I looked down at my phone and I was like, wait. I was fully demotivated. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just give up. And then I looked at my phone like, wait, this is still a race.
Yeah, it
What
was
is happening?
I died twice to the Maulers. Oh my god. So rude.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God.
It was so rude, yeah. Yeah, Sly's last broken vessel fight was something also. It was so
I know, I didn't expect him to pass on.
like Jasmine was pretty safe at her broken vessel fight then, but Sly was like living on the edge. It was
I
so
didn't
funny.
expect him to fast spawn on the re-entry. I forgot that he does that.
No.
Also, we
Just
were
injured
like,
on 2 HP.
we were like surely Sly
Or-
opened the shortcut, surely, right? But-
No, I'm not a bitch.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't, I don't have any questions left. To be honest, if the chat has any questions, ask them. Feel free to ask them. I think this
Don't have any
whole
questions
race
for
just stands for
Aaron.
itself.
I saved 2 grubs, so I think I won.
True.
GG.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
GG.
bomb immediately
Mhm.
for saving 2 grubs. For...
Math has one question. Okay. I
Ooh.
have an idea what that question is. Oh no, I have no. Yeah, it was of F's
yeah.
metronome.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Cheater program.
Yeah. I literally asked, and Gaston answered me. I asked like if I could use metronomes in speedruns, and Gaston answered me. It's amazing. I want to share this. During runs, you're free to listen to whatever music you like. If you like metronomes, that's a you problem.
Okay, that's such a good answer.
Oh, God.
Such a good answer. I was always wondering what FF's favorite music is, but I know it's metronome now.
Yeah, what beats per minute is the best, FF? What would you recommend?
It's a critically important question. We need to know.
I was driving during that segment and it sounded like my blinker.
Oh my God.
That's so good. Oh my god.
All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for this amazing relay race.
Yeah, thank you.
Nicholas.
Also, thank you
for
for stepping in for Timber, Sly, so on such short notice.
True.
Yeah.
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 Anytime.
Thank you so much for stepping
you so
in very, very last minute.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
very fun. It was so fun. Thank you everyone who participated. I need a break now.
Thank you very much. Up next, we have LG% random grub order. And that's going to be so heckin' fun.
Yeah, everyone have fun during
Have fun.
after short little
Have
break.
fun.
We'll have another cool race.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Ferrando.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Bye,
random.
Rando.
Oh, thanks,
The
Aranda.
NMG, the NMG race surely felt like random.